If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Something big is happening behind the scenes at the Golden State Warriors organization, and this time, it centers around one of the most talked about young talents on the roster, Jonathan Kuminga. Dub Nation, if you thought the offseason was going to be quiet, think again. Because what we're hearing right now is nothing short of a bombshell update on Kuminga's future with the team, and it could change everything for the Warriors going forward. The whispers have now turned into serious reports, and according to multiple sources close to the team, Jonathan Kuminga is officially at the center of trade talks, developmental concerns, and a long-term decision that could shape the next era of Warriors basketball. Whether your team keep Kuminga or team trade Kuminga, one thing is clear: the front office is no longer ignoring the noise. Now, before we jump into what's actually happening, let's rewind just a bit and remember where this all began. Kuminga, the 7th overall pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, was billed as one of the most athletic, raw, and high-ceiling prospects in his class. He came into the league as a teenager with flashes of greatness, explosive dunks, highlight blocks, and moments where he looked like the next two-way star in the making. The Warriors' vision at the time was simple: build a two-timeline system. One timeline focused on winning now with Steph, Klay, and Draymond. The other was about developing future stars like Kuminga, Moody, and Wiseman. But fast forward to today, that vision looks shaky at best. Wiseman is gone. Moody's future is uncertain. And Kuminga? Well, his situation has become complicated. This past season, Kuminga showed some of the best stretches of his young career. He averaged over 16 points per game, became a more efficient scorer, and played some impressive on-ball defense. But the inconsistency in his role, his minutes fluctuating night to night, and the obvious tension between him and Steve Kerr became impossible to ignore. Let's not forget the moment that truly ignited the controversy when Kuminga's camp reportedly leaked frustration about his role and usage. That raised red flags. That wasn't just a player venting. That was a warning shot. A message to the front office saying, either give him the keys or let him go. And now, the Warriors have reached a crossroads. Sources are now confirming that the Warriors are actively exploring all options regarding Kuminga. That includes trade scenarios. But here's the twist: they're not just shopping him for spare parts. They're being strategic. They know Kuminga's value is high. Teams around the league view him as a rising star who just needs more freedom and structure to thrive. One Western Conference scout even said, if Kuminga was on our team, we'd build our offense around him within 2 years. That's how high his ceiling is. But in Golden State, with Curry still being the top option, and the offense designed around movement, spacing, and quick decisions, Kuminga's isolation-heavy game hasn't always been the best fit. So now the question becomes, should the Warriors cash in on his value now? Or double down and make him part of their future? Let's look at the options. Option 1 is to keep Kuminga. And that means fully committing to him. That means giving him a starting role, allowing him to develop through mistakes, and adjusting the offense slightly to accommodate his strengths. That's risky, especially when you have Steph Curry still playing at an MVP level. But if it works, Kuminga could become a two-way monster. Think Jaylen Brown, but more explosive. The upside? Massive. Kuminga could become the face of the next generation in Golden State. He could help carry the franchise after Steph retires. But the downside? Growing pains, inconsistency, and the pressure to win now could get in the way. And this franchise is built around winning now, not 3 years from now. Option 2 is to trade Kuminga while his value is peaking. And according to sources, the Warriors are quietly listening to offers from several teams, including the Orlando Magic, Toronto Raptors, and even the Indiana Pacers. What are they asking for in return? Either a proven all-star who can help now, or multiple rotation-ready pieces plus picks. One rumored deal involved sending Kuminga to Toronto in a package for OG Anunoby. Another wild rumor involved a 3-team deal that could have landed the Warriors a veteran like Jeremy Grant or even Zach LaVine. Nothing confirmed, but the talks are happening. And that's the key, the Warriors are not ignoring the market anymore. There's even buzz that if the Warriors want to chase a bigger fish, someone like Pascal Siakam or Brandon Ingram Kuminga is going to be the main piece involved. Not Wiggins. Not Moody. Kuminga. And that brings us to the emotional side of all this. Fans are divided. Some believe the team would be making a massive mistake by trading Kuminga before he fully develops. Others think the time is now. That pairing Kuminga with a win-now veteran like Siakam or Ingram could give Curry the help he needs to go for one last ring. But let's look at how Kuminga has responded to all this. In interviews, he's kept it professional. He's said he wants to win. He's expressed his desire to stay in Golden State if the role is right. But the way he's played in recent stretches? It's like a man trying to prove something. Like someone who knows his name is floating in trade talks. And he's making a statement every time he steps on the floor. And make no mistake, the rest of the league is watching. Kuminga's upside is one of the best kept secrets in the NBA right now. In the right system, with the right coach, and consistent touches, he could easily be a 22-24 point per game scorer, with elite defensive potential. He has all the tools. What he doesn't have yet is a defined path. And that's the dilemma for the Warriors. Do you gamble on that path becoming clear in Golden State? Or do you hand him the keys somewhere else and focus fully on maximizing Steph's final years? It's not an easy decision. And with the draft approaching, free agency looming, and trade windows opening, that decision is coming fast. From what we know, the Warriors are going to keep things quiet as they always do. They won't leak their full plan. But if they pull the trigger on a big move involving Kuminga, expect it to happen before training camp begins. The front office doesn't want a repeat of last season's drama, with uncertainty clouding the locker room. They want clarity. They want direction. And most of all, they want to win. So whether Kuminga stays and becomes the breakout star of the season or he's moved in a blockbuster deal that brings another star to the Bay, the next few weeks could define the next decade of Warriors basketball. This is not just a young player update. This is a franchise-defining moment. So Warriors fans, we want to hear from you. What would you do with Jonathan Kuminga? Would you keep him and develop him into your next superstar? Or would you trade him now to help Curry win another ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as locked in as we are, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we're bringing you every trade update, roster rumor, and locker room insight as it happens. This is not the off-season to look away. Big decisions are coming. And Kuminga? He's right in the middle of all of it. Until next time, stay locked in, Dub Nation. The future of the Golden State Warriors is being decided right now.